Welcome back. One of the stories of the day is Wipro filing a suit against in the Bangalore Civil Court, a case against the former CFO, Jatin Dalal. The court will now hear the case between Wipro and Jatin Dalal on 3rd of January 2024. Now, just to give you the background of this case, now Jatin Dalal is an old-timer at Wipro. He's been with the company for 21 years and since 2015, he's been the CFO of the company. Earlier this year, he announced his decision to step down. His last date was sometime in November. And in December, he's joined a rival company, Cognizant, as the CFO of the company. Now, this is the background. Now, Wipro, on the 28th of November, in the Bangalore Civil Court, has filed a case against Jatin Dalal. The copy of that case is not known to us. We do not know the grounds for which they have filed the case. But, I spoke to many analysts and they are still finding it a little unusual because, Jatin Dalal has been an old-timer. He's been with the company for 2 decades. So he's been a loyalist in that sense, right? So, analysts are a bit surprised. And it's not unusual that senior management exits take place and they join competitors. Just in the last 1 year, you've had 2 Infosys presidents leave the company and join rival companies like Cognizant and Tech Mahindra. So Ravi Kumar joined Cognizant and Mohit Joshi joined Tech Mahindra. And there are multiple examples in where, you have that churn taking place at the top level. But what is uncommon and a little rare is that legal cases are filed against these employees. We were just trying to recall which would be the recent ones. There is one in which Accenture had filed a case against their, Stephanie Trotman, who joined as the Wipro Chief Growth Officer. She joined about, 2.5, 3 years back. So they filed a case. And what we understand, it's possibly because, she left before the cooling off period. You need to leave a little bit of gap according to her employment contract before joining a rival company because you are privy to sensitive information. Right? So that's one case. If you go back in time, there was a case filed by Infosys against their former CFO, Rajiv Bansal. But there, Rajiv Bansal didn't join a competitor. He was promised a severance package and he was not paid in entirety. So therefore that case, and finally Rajiv Bansal did win. In the arbitration, he did win.
That was not a case of
joining a rival company or a competitor. Yeah, and in the Stephanie Trotman case, where Accenture filed a case against their employee for joining as the Chief Growth Officer of Wipro. That's a case, but again, I believe, Stephanie Trotman won that case. And there was also one in which Wipro filed a complaint against one of their former SVP and head of healthcare for America. But here the case is, pertains to more confidential information being taken on by that employee.
Okay.
There is reports suggest that he downloaded some documents on his personal Gmail ID.
Which is a breach of code of conduct.
Exactly. It's a breach of, conduct. So these are some rare cases, but in this matter, we do not really know what the grounds for this case are, but it also comes at a time when there have been a spate of exits, in the last, I think 1 year, in the last couple of years, 2.5 years, we've seen so many senior level exits take place.
Not just exits as in leaving the company, exits and joining rivals or, newer enterprises within the tech ecosystem.
No, absolutely. So this is the, case, we are flagging it off because it's a bit unusual when a legal case is filed against your employee, against a former employee. Wipro is not commenting on the story. They've said no comments. We've also reached out to Mr. Jatin Dalal, Cognizant, and we've not heard back yet from them.
Okay, well, let's see how this one plays out. For the time being, let's focus.
Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all our top stories and news updates, follow us on our social media platforms.